Okay, so let's take a look at some new workflow tips in FL Studio 20.1. So first thing I want to show you is a new macro. So if you go to Tools and go to Macros, you will see something called Reset Empty Playlist Tracks. What this will do is basically what it says. It will delete every empty playlist track that you have in your side of your project. Let's see if it is something in the demo project. So let's click OK here. And from what I can see, it's didn't delete anything. So, but let's say that we will have playlist track that it's empty, doesn't contain anything. You can create that macro and get rid of those or all of those playlist tracks, and it will make your project a lot more organized because you don't have that empty playlist tracks inside of there. Then we have the project info. So if you go to the project info, you can see all of these different information about the project. You can set your title, author, and everything like that. New thing with FL Studio 20.1 is that it lists all of the plugins, or the amount of the plugins you have, the amount of the channels, mixer tracks, and everything like that as well. Thing to have set there all of the time, it's very recommended to use, is to have to automatically check for updates. It will check for updates each and every time you start up FL Studio instead of having to search for that update all of the time. So make sure that this is enabled. Is that you can now measure the frames per second performance of FL Studio. So this is for the graphic performance of your computer. So as you can see, sometimes when you open up a lot of different plugins with a lot of different meterings and stuff going on inside of the program, you will see that sometimes the graphics are lagging. So you can see the meter for that, or you can actually open up a meter for that and replace the voice meter here with that. So if you go to the voice meter here and just right click on it, you can see a new thing called View FPS. So now you can see the frames per second. So 60 frames per second is basically the normal amount of graphics that you should see to have everything smooth. So as soon as I open up a lot of plugins, you will see the FPS meter go down a bit. And if it's a lot of things are lagging in the graphics, you will see the FPS meter go down a lot. So you can see as soon as I start to open up different windows, you will see the FPS meter go down. So because I have a very nice graphic cards on my laptop here, I think this meter will stay at 60 FPS almost all of the time. But if you have a computer with a very bad graphic interface and everything is starting to lagging, you will see why, and maybe it's time to switch out your graphic card or graphic interface as well.